Hello, everybody. Howdy. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Maybe it's morning there. I don't know. Good afternoon. I don't know where everybody's at right now. Here, it's actually like noon. Like, it's noon where I'm at right now. So it's not even morning anymore. But you know what? On the other side of the country here, it's still morning. So you know what? It counts. It counts. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. Why is my mouth not tracking? There we go. I guess I gotta look up more towards my webcam. Shit. But then my eyes start flickering. I don't know. I don't know, man. My model's weird sometimes, but you know, it's okay. I got some hot cocoa, and I've got a couple muffins. I've already actually eaten one. So I just kind of got one muffin and a cup of hot cocoa right now. I would have had coffee, but I feel like if I had another cup, I would literally be sitting here like shaking, like from the amount of caffeine I have. Which, to be fair, probably in an average day, like considering I'm working most days, not today though, considering I work most days, I probably usually have an ungodly amount of caffeine in my system anyway. Like, honestly, like, I probably consume enough caffeine to, like, kill a horse, probably, but I'm still kicking, so it's okay, I'm still alive. And this hot cocoa is pretty good too. It's I got pumpkin spice hot cocoa, so it's good. I know it's almost winter. Actually, it pretty much is practically winter at this point. Okay, but listen, guys, you don't understand, okay? I live in Indiana, and specifically in the part of the state I live in. I'm not lying when I say, like, in the part of the state I live in, winter is like maybe like a couple weeks out of the year. Like, legitimately. Like, it really doesn't start snowing where I live, like, until, like, January. Like, December is just, like, fall 2.0, pretty much. Like, it hardly ever, like, snows, and usually when it does, like, it's just small little flurries. Every once in a while, we'll get, like, a bad winter storm or something that comes through that, like, buries us for, like, I don't know, a couple days or something, but that's super rare. Let me see if I can recalibrate my model here, because my eyes are bugging me. See if I can just adjust my position. I think that might be a little better. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I look a little meaner though. That's the only thing. I promise. I'm not mad at the moment. But anyway. But yeah, honestly, like, December here where I live is literally like just fall 2.0. Like, it's just rainy and like the trees are already bare. Like, there's no more leaves on the trees anymore. But it still feels like fall. And then, like, cause it feels like fall because most of the time it'll be, like, around, like, 30, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm American. We use freedom units. And most of the time, like, we'll have, like, a few days out of the year or out of the month where it'll be like 50 degrees or something, and it's just, and those are like the best days because I'm like, oh my god, I can walk out with my short sleeve shirt on and have a coat on. It's nice. And I know to most people 50 degrees is probably very, very cold, or not very, very cold, but cold. But to me, like, 50 degrees is like, oh my god, this is like, I would swim in 50-degree weather if it was smart. Not even gonna lie. I totally fucking would. So I don't really usually do chatting streams all that often. There's not really a reason for it. It's just I don't really usually do them. Mostly just because they're just not really my kind of thing. Even though, like, I know I'm, like, not bad at, like, I know I'm good at rambling about something, you know, usually. So, like, but it's never, like, I feel like I'm not really good at talking all that much, you know? And maybe that's because whenever I, like, stream a game or something, like, I'm usually very quiet. Like, I'm usually, like, focusing on the game and stuff. I don't usually, like, sit and, like, talk about something unless, like, it's something that's really interesting to me. So in that regard, I feel like I'm usually pretty bad at chatting streams. But I figured, you know what, we haven't really done one in, like, literally months. I don't remember when the last time I did one was. Hang on, you know, I'm gonna look it up real quick. When was the last time I did a chatting stream? Wait a minute, hang on, I see some on my YouTube homepage. Oh. Okay, never mind. I will not refer to what I saw, but I will not refer to what I thought it was either. Okay. Yeah, when was the last time I did a fucking chatting stream? Like, where I just sat down and chatted about something? I think I have to go back even further. Probably even further than this. Oh, here we go. Okay, here it is. March 24th. March 24th was the last time I did a chatting stream. It's literally been like, God, how long is that? So let's see, we got April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. It's almost been 9 months. It's almost been 9 months. Oh no, no, don't. Ooh, I almost did a bad, guys. I almost closed OBS. Ooh. Why did my character, why did my model do that when I took a sip of my hot cocoa? What the hell? It went, oh. Like, bro's spirit left his body for a sec. Okay, so I do have topics written down because, like I said, I think I'm bad talking, but I'm really not. So, if you guys don't know, I mentioned this on stream, I think, a while ago. I bought a VR headset. More specifically, I bought a MetaQuest 2. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, alright? This is probably why I've been lightheaded and dizzy, and like a little dizzy the past couple days. But I've done like almost nothing but play it. Like the past like week. Like I got like a week ago. Like literally, I've had it for like a week now. And it seems like every day after work I get onto it for like an hour or something, I stream. Or like if I have a day off, excuse me, I just spend like the entire day like in it. Like just in VR, like just playing stuff. Honestly, I'm addicted to it. It's addicting. It really is like an addicting thing. Like, at first it kind of sucks because you're not used to it. So when you're walking around in it, like, you feel like off. Like things feel off. You feel disoriented. You feel dizzy. You know, it's like that. So like at first, you know, it's very disorienting. You feel motion sick and everything like that. And it's just not really like pleasant. Like, I remember one time, like, I got into VR, like, this was when my friend came over and introduced me to it. And I remember, like, one day, like, I was, like, using it, and he had to run and get something, like, for, like, an hour or something. 2 hours. I think he was out of my place for 2 hours, but he was going to come back. I literally, like, because he was letting me use it, and, like, he was like, all right, you know, I'm going to head out. You know, you can keep using it if you want. I'm like, no, I had the worst headache imaginable. I think, like, I literally laid down my couch and, like, slept for, like, maybe, like, an hour and then got up and did stuff. Like, because, like, I just felt bad from playing it. But now I just get in it and it doesn't bug me anymore. I'm just so used to it now. More specifically, I've been playing Blade and Sorcery. That's what I've mostly been playing. Because, like, literally, I'm just addicted to Blade and Sorcery. Like, it is just such a fun game to play. It legitimately is just a... It's... Okay. So, Blade and Sorcery. It's a game that doesn't really have a story or anything. But you literally run around. And you got, like, a sword. You know, you have some magic abilities. They're very limited magic abilities, but you got them. And if you're like me, you got the medieval super pack that like adds a bunch of like 300 weapons to the game. So you're running around with all those weapons, and you can either like fight in arenas, or you can go through like a dungeon. Pretty much, that's all there is really at the moment. But it's all about like literally just running around and just, you know, slaughtering enemies. And honestly, it's so much fun. I love Blade and Sorcery. That's the thing I play every day. And honestly, it's kind of a workout, too, legitimately. Like, I was playing it last night, I think. And I was, like, wore out afterwards. I was so wore out after playing it. Like, I passed out. Like, I think I went to bed around, like, 9:30 last night. There, I drank all my hot cocoa. Alright. I don't have a bottle of water, do I? Crap. Alright, I'll get one in a few minutes. Unless somebody redeems a hydrate. Man! That would suck if somebody redeemed a hydrate right now while I don't have a bottle of water on me. You know what? Let me run and get one real quick. Run and get one. Because now I have a feeling let me go get a bottle of water real quick. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I got a bottle of water. I was gonna say I had a weird feeling like someone was gonna like redeem it or something. Redeem hydrate. So I beat you to it. I got a bottle of water now. Okay. So I got that now. Let me move my mug too, so I don't knock it over and like destroy it. I like that mug. You can't see my mug, but it came in this gift set. I think my mom got me like last Christmas. It's got a little drawing of Grogu from The Mandalorian, and it says the child on it, and it's so cute. I wish you guys could see it. I love Star Wars. That's something you gotta figure out. That's something that you're gonna figure out about me the longer you stick around. That's probably gonna be one of the first things to tell you about is I love Star Wars. Actually, I was just talking about Star Wars yesterday, actually. Yeah, this is going in. I have a note here. For like different things that I'm talking about. I talked about VR shit. That's like the first thing. And then the second thing is work stuff. So would you look at that? I just had a nice little transition. Okay, so I have a friend at work. He's one of my best friends, and honestly, he's kind of elevated to the point where I think I can call him like my brother, almost. Because I feel like I probably need to know him like a little longer than 2 years for me to actually like call him my brother. But it's like my best friend that I keep bringing up on stream. I've said his name before, so I don't think he really minds it too much. His name's Chris. And he is like my best friend, and I consider that man my brother, like legitimately. So, oh, excuse me. That was gross. Sorry about that. But yeah, I don't really think I consider my work friend my brother just yet, but he's like one of my best friends. He's one of my best friends out there. He's definitely someone I can talk to a lot. Talk to about stuff, like personal stuff and stuff like that. But yeah, no, we were like talking last night, and we got to talking about like Star Wars and everything. Not last night, it was yesterday, like when we were on break. And he likes Star Wars. He's not really as big of a fan as I am, but he knows like basic lore and stuff. And we were talking about the new trilogy, and he was saying how like it's just not really like his thing. He doesn't really like the newer trilogy. To be fair, I don't either. I mean, okay, so honest opinions about how I feel about the sequel trilogy for Star Wars. So Episode 7, The Force Awakens. I actually still love Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Like, it's set up so much cool stuff. Like, I loved it. And it feels like it's just hard for me to hate that movie. Legitimately. It is so hard for me to hate The Force Awakens. And it's because of just, like, it was my first time. Alright, you gotta understand this. The Force Awakens was my first time going to the theater to see a Star Wars movie. And literally, like, Star Wars is like my favorite thing ever. It's like my favorite thing in the world. So I finally got a chance to. So when Episode 7 was announced, I was hyped. I had never been more hyped for a movie in my entire life. And then I went to the theater to see it, and I was just so blown away by it. I loved almost everything about it. I mean, yeah, now I know there's flaws in it, like. But from, like, what they've set up in The Force Awakens, it's really good, for the most part. I love what they set up. So, Episode 8, what's that? That's The Last Jedi. I kind of go back and forth on The Last Jedi a lot, because I like a lot of what they did with The Last Jedi. Which, honestly, like, just saying that now, like, I might have just... that might be considered a hot take still, I don't know. But actually, when I first saw The Last Jedi, I didn't really like it too much. But after a while, I've kind of, like, learned, like, you know what? I do kind of like what the film was trying to go for. Like, I like how it made the Force super mysterious and mystical again. I like that. I love the idea that they, like, were... what's his name? Was it Rian Johnson that did it? Let me make sure real quick. Last Jedi. Because wasn't it... Who directed it again? Rian Johnson. That's what I thought it was. It was Rian Johnson. Okay. Yeah, I like what Rian Johnson was trying to do with, like, trying to make Rey, like, oh, and nobody. Rey is just this person that the Force, like, flows so strongly through. Like, it, like, you know, you don't, because up to that point, I think everyone we've seen was, like, related to somebody else. Like, Luke, the reason why he's so strong in the Force is because he's related to, is because Anakin's his father, you know? Stuff like that. So it was really cool to see, you know, just a person who, oh, the Force just flows through this person randomly. You know, kind of like that. It was really cool. I liked it. I actually kind of liked how Luke was portrayed in it, because people, I feel like what a lot of people want is people want him to act like how you, like, see the Jedi act in the, oh man, in the prequel trilogy, how they're stoic and they're emotionless, you know, because that's what, because they're like because that's kind of like what they're supposed to be, you know. The Jedi are supposed to be like, they're supposed to detach themselves from emotion, because they see emotion as like the pathway to the dark side, so they're just completely emotionless, you know. I think that's one of the biggest flaws with the Jedi, honestly, is that they're so emotionless. You know, they're not allowed to, like, you know, fall in love or anything, because it's the pathway to the dark side. I liked what Yoda did in The Last Jedi, where Yoda comes out and Luke is like, he's like, oh, you know, the sacred text, you know, for the Jedi Order, and Yoda's like, dumbass you are, Jedi Order, just talking about like how like it's time for the Jedi Order to end. And you know what? Honestly, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, Yoda once again proving himself the wise old master, you know, doing that. Now, I mean, I mean, to be fair, there are a lot of things I don't really like. I don't like Canto Bite. I don't think anybody really liked the Canto Bite part too much. I don't really like what they did with Finn, and that's just kind of like a whole thing with like the new trilogy as a whole. I think I like what they set up with Finn, but I thought Finn was going to be the main character. Honestly, I want Finn to be main. I kind of want Finn to be the main character still, honestly, to this day. Because the idea of a stormtrooper turning to a Jedi, I love that idea. I thought that's what they were going to do. I thought, like, they were going to make Finn Force sensitive. And, I mean, to be fair, they kind of did, I guess. But, like, I saw it, and it's just... But I saw they were, like, treating him like, no, my boy Finn! Like, what the fuck what the fuck just fell on the floor? Oh, it's my Xbox 360 controller that I use sometimes when I'm, like, playing a game or something. But yeah, no, I was hoping that they were going to do that with Finn. They never did. It kind of disappointed me. And then the Rise of Skywalker. I just don't like the Rise of Skywalker. I just don't. I really don't. I don't think there's really much I can say that I really like about the Rise of Skywalker. Like, they just should not have brought Palpatine back. Like, that was just the cheapest move you could do. Like, just bring an old villain back. You know, honestly, they shouldn't have done that. They should have just had Kylo Ren be the main villain. And did you guys see I don't know if anyone saw the leaks. Did you guys see the fucking leaks for, like, what Episode 9 was supposed to be? Because from what I saw, it was supposed to be so cool. It was supposed to be so cool, like, what they were going to do with it. But then The Rise of Skywalker came out, and I tried, alright? I remember leaving the theater, I'm like, you know what, I like that. I was trying to gaslight myself into believing I liked it. I was like, I like that movie. I like that movie, because I didn't want the last episode in the saga to be, like, something that I didn't like. But I just didn't like it too much. Yeah. So, my takes on, like, the whole, like, the sequel trilogy. Episode 7, really love it. Episode 8, a little mediocre. Pretty mediocre, I think. But, you know, still leaning on the good side, I think. And then Episode 9, I just hated it. I hated everything about Episode 9. But, yeah, I didn't really like Episode 9 too much. But that's okay. But how did we get here? Oh, yeah, I was talking about, like, work. But, yeah, I was literally discussing it with my work friend yesterday. And one thing that I kind of brought up, that I kind of did like about The Rise of Skywalker, even though it didn't end up being that great, was okay, so I like the Sith troopers. You know, like, you know those red storm... Hang on, let me... Should I bring up a photo? Should I just bring up, like, a picture of them? I don't know. I probably won't. But they're, like... You can, like, Google them. I'm not going to bring them up mostly because I feel like if I do, maybe, like, I might get a copyright strike. Not in, not on Twitch, but, like, on YouTube whenever we upload this later. But, like, they got, like... the red armor and everything. They got, like, the special blasters. And I honestly thought they were going to be really cool in the movie. Like, that was actually something I was looking forward to. I was like, oh, the Sith troopers are going to be, like, they're going to be so cool. You know, they're going to be this, they're going to, because they're Sith cultists, right? So, honestly, what I was kind of thinking they were going to do was, like, they were going to be somewhat force sensitive or something. And we were going to see, like, force-sensitive, like, dark side stormtroopers. And I was like, man, if they do that, that's going to be so cool. And then the Battlefront 2 update came out where they added them and they didn't use the Force. But I'm like, you know what? Okay. Even if they don't use the Force, these guys are pretty badass in this game, you know? So they're still going to be pretty cool, right? Hopefully. And then the movie came out and they just showed up and they didn't do anything. And I'm just like, what's the point of making them then? What's the point of making this amazing looking stormtrooper and like hyping them up and then for them to just show up and literally just act like every other stormtrooper in existence? And I was just kind of like, man, like they could have done so much cool stuff with it and they just didn't. I still like playing Sith Trooper in the original not the original, in the new Battlefront 2. I might stream that someday, like Battlefront, the EA Battlefront 2, because honestly, like, look, alright. I'm not really a big fan of the EA Battlefront series, but Battlefront 2 is pretty fun. Especially when you got your homies with you. Like, let me tell you. You do not know true fear, okay? You do not know true fear until you're all with your homies, right? And you're playing as the clones. And you're going through a map, just capturing objectives. And then you hear one of them scream, "Oh my god, it's Grievous!" And you're just sitting there like, where the fuck, where? And then you hear him close by, you know, but you don't see him. I've seen Grievous pop out of, like, a smoke grenade. Like, I just see the 4 lightsabers coming, I'm like... It's like, you know the moment you see him, like, you're dead, and I'm just like, no. Dude, Grievous is the scariest thing in Battlefront 2. Like, Grievous is absolutely horrifying in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Like, I can't think of a more horrifying character. I can't think of a more horrifying thing than, like, playing as a clone and seeing, like, Grievous do that little move where he gets on, like, on his 4 arms and, like, just crawls towards you rapidly. It's like, what the fuck is that? Oh my god. I need to play Battlefront 2 now. This is making me want to play Battlefront 2. I mean, honestly, like, I do like EA Battlefront 2. Like, when you're playing with friends, it's really fun then. Yeah, so this was supposed to be a work-related thing, but man, it just turned into me ranting about Star Wars for I think like 10 minutes, which is fine. That's what these are here for. Let me see what. Oh yeah, so plans for the week. Hang on, actually, let me get my schedule up real quick, because as you guys know, probably, hopefully, I really do hope you guys are checking my Twitter. We got Brutal Plutonia tonight. I still intend to do that, even though I'm streaming right now. I'm only going to be streaming for like an hour, probably. So, like, we still got like 30 minutes till I end stream. You know, we're just doing a small chatting stream right now. I just wanted to stream today. Fuck. Anyway. So yeah, we're going to be doing Brutal Plutonia tonight. I don't know how close we are to the end, though. That's the only thing. But, that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Tomorrow, actually, I do have something pretty fun planned, but it's off stream. It's gonna be, I'm doing something out, I know, I'm going outside. Whoa. Don't tell me, Malphas is going out to touch grass? Yeah, I know, I'm gonna go out to touch grass tomorrow night. I'm gonna be going to a basketball game, actually. I don't live too far from where I went to college, and I still like going to my college to, like, watch, like, basketball games and stuff, so... Yeah, I'm gonna go watch a basketball game tomorrow. Which, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it... Oh, god. Bro, okay, look. I just realized how fucking old I am. God damn it. I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, basketball game. I'm sitting there thinking like, hey, wait a minute. The people that are playing basketball are all like students of the university. I graduated from that university. Those players are younger than me now, and I'm just kind of like, fuck. Oh man. Why? Why does my brain have to do this to me? Like, oh my god. No, I literally just thought of that. All those players are younger than me now. What the hell? Oh man. That made my headache worse. Great. Yeah, I have a small headache. That just made my headache worse. Damn. Oh man, I love it. I absolutely love when I sit here and constantly think about how there are people out there that exist that are actually younger than me and were born after me. Man, ooh. That's how you make me feel really insecure about myself. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go see a basketball game. Yeah. And actually, my friend Chris might be joining me. I don't know. I should probably text him. Let me text him real quick. Actually. Let me text him to see if he's still down for it. He's probably sleeping. Because he works the night shift. Alright, send him a text there. He'll probably reply when he wakes up. Oh, my Tinder profile's about to be hidden. Oh no, that sucks. Oh well. Yeah, I got fucking like notification from Tinder too, like, hey man, your profile's about to be hidden because you haven't been on it. I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I haven't been on it because I've just been busy. So, I'll get back on at some point. So, what else do I have planned this week? Let me take... Did I close Twitter? What the hell? Why do I do this to myself? So yeah, no stream Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going back to Gauntlet Dark Legacy. So that way, because now I'm going to be shifting focus a little bit since I finished some games. I'm going to be shifting focus, I think, to Gauntlet Dark Legacy again. So I can focus on that. Then Thursday, I got Pokemon Ruby. Friday, as usual, no stream, you know. And then Saturday, I'm going to be starting Half-Life 2. So I can't wait for that. I can't wait to start Half-Life 2. You know, speaking of that, actually, going back to kind of like VR stuff, let me make sure this is real. Yeah, there's a VR mod for Gary's mod. Shut up. You know, I'm not gonna lie, honestly, that looks like a lot of fun. I want to do that. I want to try that. I kind of want to try that out, honestly, but I need a PC cable first. Oh, I need the VR module installed, too. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I would love to play Gmod in VR. I would love to do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. So, yeah, those are the plans for this week. As for next week... Because next week, oh shit, my calendar's still on November. I do this every month. I forget to switch it over. Yeah, next week is like, you know, Christmas and shit. So, there's probably not gonna be any streams on Sunday or Monday because that's Christmas. So it's probably gonna be like Tuesday, Wednesday. I probably won't be streaming Thursday. Thursday is when, oh man, now I'm depressed because. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this real quick because I really want to talk about this. So, next Thursday, the 28th, is, I think it's, I want to say, my Oshi is graduating. If you don't know, my Oshi from Niji Sanji, she is like really the VTuber that really inspired me to become a VTuber. Like, I love her so much. She's great. Yeah, December 28th is the last is the last stream. And oh man. Now I'm getting a little teary-eyed now. Oh man. What can I even say about that, man? Like, Mika Melatika really is like my Oshi. And how I found her is really interesting. I found Mika about, I think it has been like 2 years now. So back in 2021, when I first started like working like my current job, I started getting like Mika's tweets on my personal account. This was before Malphas existed, so yeah. And I remember like I was on my lunch break and I saw like this VTuber that I just started getting the tweets of, like, was doing like one of those Twitter spaces. So I decided to tune into it, you know. And she was using like there was a chat room on her YouTube channel that had like her schedule on it. I think it's still there. And that's how like people were talking to her. And I kind of just jumped in and, you know, I was just hanging out and I had a lot of fun. And after that, I kind of just started tuning into Mika's streams and it kind of just went from there. Like, I started like watching a lot of Mika Melatika. I started tuning into her a lot. Unfortunately, now that I'm a VTuber, I don't really tune in to her all that much, but I tuned into her this morning to like watch her. And apparently, like, I've been a member on my personal account for like 20 months, so it's like, holy crap, I've been a member for 20 months now, which is interesting. But yeah, I was sitting there watching it, and honestly, she is the VTuber that really did make me want to become one. Like, there was something about her, you know? There was something about her personality. There's something about her humor. I think a lot of it is like, she's just entertaining for me to watch. And I feel like in some ways, I'm trying not to sound parasocial here, because I know there might be a stigma around it, but let's be fair, you know. If you're watching VTubers and you have a VTuber you absolutely love, like maybe me, you know, then there's going to be parasocial. There's going to be some parasocial there. There's going to be some parasocial elements there. That's just the nature of it, you know. And I guess, like, in some ways I am a little parasocial about it, because in some ways I do feel like I relate to her a lot, just from what she's talked about, how she's been like very honest about her like mental health and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I think the biggest impact she's had on me is I don't remember when this was, but I remember she had a stream. It might have been this year. No, it was last year. I think it was last year. Where she decided to like openly talk about her sexuality, you know. And I think she said she was bisexual. I think that's what she said. And at that point, for a long time, I had been kind of questioning my sexuality as well. And I never really was brave enough, I don't think, to actually like take the leap to actually like decide like what I, you know, like who I was attracted to, I guess, you know. I've known for a long time, like I had like kind of like there's this meme where it's someone from like, I think Better Call Saul or something, I don't know. And it says, y'all ever have bisexual thoughts? And I'm just, honestly, yeah, I used to have, I had, like, bisexual thoughts. I still have bisexual thoughts, obviously. But I'm just sitting there thinking, like, you know, I remember, like, I would think that way. Like, I would think about that, but I would always shake it off, like, oh, no, you know, I'm straight. You know, I have to be straight. You know, that's all I'd ever really known. And I grew up in a very rural area. And while being like anything other than straight wasn't necessarily like a target on your back, it was like you would definitely be like picked on for it, you know. I went to a school that was like that. Like, people thought for a long time like I was, you know, um, gay. I was gay. It feels weird saying it now. It feels weird. Which, I mean, to be fair, they weren't necessarily wrong, but they meant it in like the more negative connotation, you know. I can't tell you like how many times I had heard the slur that I will not say on stream that means gay. Yeah. I will not say it obviously, but I did hear it a lot. It was thrown around a lot, some of it in my direction. And it just back then it never really affected me because like I was like, no, I'm straight. I know I'm straight. You know, but I always had those thoughts in the back of my mind about it. You know, am I, you know, like I remember like I would have like moments where I'm like, man, you know, that guy, you know, I think they're like okay looking, you know. And then like, you know, my brain would start descending like, you know, oh, would I do, you know, would you date this person? I'm just like, I don't know. And yeah, I just kind of never really let myself really think about it, you know. So seeing Mika, you know, finally talk openly about it, and I think really like beginning to kind of research a lot, like really getting to know kind of like a lot of the LGBTQ plus stuff, like just teaching myself about it and everything. I think it really opened my mind up to it, and I think just Mika talking about was like kind of like that final push that encouraged me to be like, okay, I need to work this out, you know. So that's how I came to the conclusion that, well, now I'm gynosexual. I know I'm gynosexual now, but like legitimately, like it was literally like as weird as it sounds, like she was the final push that I needed to like really understand myself. And you know, that's a big reason why, you know, seeing that she's graduating, you know, really affected me. Because not only is she the person that inspired me to take this path that I'm currently on, you know, but she's also the person that gave me the strength, I guess, to really find myself. And yeah, it's sorry, I'm tearing up a little bit. I don't want to cry on stream, so I'm kind of like just letting myself be like, okay, let's calm down for a sec, Malph. Yeah, she's had a really big impact on me, and I guess part of the reason why it hurts so bad is it feels like you'll never get, when it comes to like people like that, it feels like you'll never get a chance to thank them properly, you know? Like, you know, you're not allowed to know really who this, I mean, you can know who the person is, obviously, but like, obviously it's wrong to like go out of your way to like violate their boundaries or anything, you know, like it's wrong to do that. You shouldn't do it. But it doesn't really feel like you have much, because of that, it feels like you don't really have much of an opportunity to like, especially when someone like affected you like in a way, like a positive way, like it feels like you don't really have a way to properly thank them, you know. Actually, hold up, let me look something up real quick. I'll look something up real quick. Okay, so it looks like you can. Looks like you can send letters. So I might be like I might send a letter. I don't know. I honestly might send a letter. I don't know about it though. Okay. Yeah, honestly I might do that. That sounds like that's something that would be fun. I don't know. You know, I've thought about doing it before. I think I have actually sent a couple fan letters off before, but never really to like. I'm not gonna say who, but I've done it before. But I don't know. Like, it's just one of those things where like, it feels weird for me to like talk about like, this person has left such an impression on me that, you know, it's affecting me this greatly that they're like deciding to like retire. You know, because this person literally is the person that inspired me to do this. And I'm not gonna lie, if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be doing this. Like, legitimately. Like, if it wasn't for Mika, I probably wouldn't be doing this. Legitimately, like, I know people like have said before, like in the past, like, oh, you know, maybe she'll reincarnate as something, you know, but we don't know. We don't know that. You know, we don't know for sure. Do I think it's gonna be the last that we've ever heard of Mika? I don't think so. I think definitely like, if you ask me, honest opinion, I think at some point she will probably reappear. I don't know how. I don't know what the reason will be. But I know at some point that they probably will reappear somewhere. So, I don't know. I really hope. I don't know. It feels so weird to like get like this upset about it. I'm not really upset, but like it's just kind of like just thinking about like really like I remember reading the announcement, you know, that she was graduating, and I was depressed that whole day. Like I was at work that day and I was just depressed. Honestly, I was. It feels stupid saying it now, but I legitimately was depressed. Like I felt horrible. But you know what? I know this decision is for the best. So, I guess all I can really do is, you know, wish her luck. So, yeah. Okay, so man, what the fuck was that? Okay. So, what else do I have written on here? Yeah, I talked about that. I was talking about my plans for the holiday week. So, I think I really did cover that. The only thing I really have planned other than like streaming a little bit is I'm gonna be going to my mom's house on Christmas. That's about it. So yeah. Um. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I was looking at like what I got written down here, and I forgot. This is my last little bullet point here. So we've pretty much gone through everything I wanted to talk about. I went on a Star Wars rant though. It's okay. So I've been thinking about what to do for like vacation, right? And currently, as of right now, I have been a little confused about what I really want to do. But I think I've decided what I kind of want to do. I don't really know where I'll go yet. But I had a really interesting idea, okay? So, I thought about, if you guys don't know, somehow, if you don't know, I'm friends with quite a few other VTubers. Like, mostly, like, other cowfolk VTubers. Of course, there are some other ones I'm friends with. You know, you have, like, Pumpkin. You have, like, Sphera, you know. And I've been and the only one I've really actually, like, met up with is Sphera. That's the only, like, VTuber I've met, like, personally, is Sphera. So I've been kind of sitting there thinking about, like, you know, oh, man, what would I want to do for vacation? You know, and I'm just kind of like, you know what? I kind of want to meet some other VTubers. So I might spend my vacation next year. So this is going to be a long time away. This isn't something like, hey guys, I'm leaving next week. I'm going to meet some other VTubers. Bye. No, you guys are I'll probably talk to you guys about it whenever I have like a more solid foundation built for it. Because as of right now, I just have the idea in mind. That's about it. So next year, I'll probably be doing some vacationing. And I might meet up with some other VTubers. I don't know. I'll definitely have to talk a little more with them. I'll definitely have to work a date out. And, ooh, headache just got worse. I hate that. But yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, just over the summer, probably just taking a vacation. And like I said, I did kind of have a specific kind of like place that I really want to go. But now, like, it's kind of like, oh, man, I don't know where I'd want to go now. Because it's in between a couple different places. But yeah, I definitely want to see if I can, you know, meet some other cow folk. You know, I think that'd be great. I think that'd be amazing. I mean, honestly, like, one of my biggest goals, I think, when I was becoming a VTuber, I think I actually had it listed as a goal. Let me see. Let me make sure real quick. I think one of my main goals was to actually, like, meet, like, other VTubers. Like, get a chance to, like, meet other VTubers and stuff. I think that was one of my goals. Let me take a look. I'm pretty sure it is, at least. Do I even have like a... Oh, I was gonna say, where's my present? Where was like the thing I used for my debut? Okay, so to be fair, I wrote get to know other VTubers on it. That's what I meant. Oh shit. I just noticed I have a couple things I haven't like. There's actually I haven't. Oh my god, like half of these goals I haven't even done yet. Like, first one, get to know other VTubers. Yep, check. We've done that. Provide entertainment. I like to think I've been entertaining. Check, do that. Be rude and be tootin', but most importantly, be kind. Yeah, I think I've done that too. Checkmate. Check. But then there's like song cover. I haven't done that yet. Write a story/book. I haven't done that yet either. Creative writing stream. I really haven't done that yet. Oof. Oofers. Man, that was I need to get busy. I need to get busy, I guess, because God, Malphas is slacking. Holy shit. I do be slacking though right now. I do be slacking, I guess. I've just done nothing but play video games. Oh man. I think other than like these like very, very rare chatting streams, I don't really do anything else. I just sit and I play video games, and I hope people find me entertaining. That's what I do. That I am a gamer at heart. I'm sweaty and everything. So yeah, y'all understand that, I hope. Oh man, okay, my headache's actually getting bad. Oof. I might go lay down for a few minutes then. I might go ahead and end stream like 10 minutes early. Because I was going to go on for like a full hour, but honestly my headache's getting a little bad. So I think I'll throw you guys somewhere. If there's even anybody really streaming right now, which I don't think there really is. What's Bambi doing right now? What is Bambi doing? Let's see who else is streaming. I'm not sure what he's doing. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end it. We probably won't raid anybody. I mean, there really isn't anybody like that I follow that's really streaming at the moment. But yeah, I'm gonna go lay down because this headache's getting worse. Ooh. Yeah. Sorry. I mean, it's only like 10 minutes early, but I mean, still, like, I was gonna go for the full like hour. It's fine. All right. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. Thank you for listening to me ramble. You know, I know like. I mean, to be fair, I wrote down a bunch of stuff, and it got me through pretty much the whole hour, almost. It's just now that, like, now my headache's getting worse. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I need to go lay down in the dark for, like, an hour or something. So, yeah. I'll just go ahead and stream here. I will be streaming again tonight. I know, 2 Malphas streams in a day. You know what I mean? 2 Malphas streams in one day? No fucking way, am I right? Yeah, Brutal Plutonia tonight. I'll see you guys at like 6 p.m. EST. Alright. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it. As always, have a good one.